Next, organizing data. A data available in unorganized form is called raw data. Raw data, R-A-W, raw data. So when we arrange it or organize it, then it will have some meaning. Let us see one example. Now the subjects are listed here like art, maths, science, English, like that different subjects are listed. If we observe, this art came here and this is repeating somewhere. Here it is there. One more time, like that many times it has come. But how many times came, what is the purpose? We cannot understand anything by just seeing this raw data. Now what we will do is, we will organize this in a tabular format so that that can be useful. Let us see how to organize the data. Now, this we will arrange in tabular form. What we will do is, subjects we have taken, tally marks and a number of students. See, first art is there. So, for art, we will give one line like this. Then next mathematics, maths. So, we will give one maths like this. So, this line is called tally or tally marks. One tally mark is given for art, one for maths. The next science. So, for science, we will give another tally mark. And then English. For English, we will give one tally mark. Then maths. For maths, we will give another tally mark. These are called tally marks. Then art, English. One for art, one for English. Then maths, English, art. Maths, English, art, science, art. Science, art, science, again science, again maths, art. Now, after we get 4 tally marks, fifth one will not be written here. It will be written as like this. So that means this is totally 5 are over. This is for our easy representation. Then English, art, then again we'll start with another tally mark. Science, so science like this after 4. Maths, science, art. So here after 4 tally marks, we will be keeping a line like this. That is because if we are keeping the tally marks in a continuous way, even we have to count them. It is little bit difficult. So by seeing this, this is one set. This is of 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Simply we can write 7 here. This is 5. This is 5 plus 1, 6. This is 4. So this is called organizing the data. Now see how this is and how this is. This is organized data. So if anybody asks how many students are there in mathematics, then just by seeing easily we can say 5. Whereas in raw data, is it possible to tell the number how many are selected mathematics? It is little bit difficult. This is called organizing a data. This number is called frequency. This number is called frequency. That means art, how many times it is repeated, that is called frequency. 7 times it is repeated, or 7 people are there who belongs to arts. Like that, this tabular form is called organized data. This process is called organizing data. In organizing data, we have seen arts, mathematics, how many students, and these numbers we have seen. That is okay. But sometimes we have to deal very large data. For example, in a school, there are 50 students in a particular class and their marks are given like this. So, these are the marks obtained in mathematics subject. Now, somebody wants to know, how about the marks? Marks they got, no? So, whether the students got good marks or bad marks, how they are performing. So, by seeing this, can we say anything? Is it possible? So, it is very difficult. Almost it is not possible to say anything. For this, what we will do is, we will group the data. Group the data so that we can easily find out the result analysis. How to do that? Let us see. So what we will do is, we will group the data in this manner. So what we are going to do, marks, minimum marks will be 0 and maximum marks will be 60. So we will divide into different groups like 0 to 10. How many number of students got by using tally marks. Similarly 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Like that we will make. Like for example 21 is there. 21, in which group he will fall? 20 to 30. So one tally mark. Then 10, 10 to 20. Then 30, 30 to 40. Then 22, 20 to 30. One more tally mark. Like this we will proceed. So after arranging, we got these values. So 0 to 10, how many are there? 2 numbers. So this is called frequency. 10 to 20, 10, 20 to 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 5, 10 and 4. So 14, this is 7 and this is 1. This is called grouped frequency distribution. Grouped frequency distribution. We have seen grouped frequency distribution table. Let us understand some terms. Remember, we have something like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, like that we have, no? Now, let us understand some terms. These groups are called class interval. These are called class interval or simply class. Let us take one class, say 10 to 20. Now, this part is called lower class limit. Is called lower class limit. In the same way, this is called upper class limit. Upper class limit. And 10 to 20. In this class interval, it is from 10 to 20. So, the difference, that is 20 minus 10, how much we got? This 10. This 10 is called size of the class. Size, or also it is called width. This is called size or width of a class. And in this table, the size or width will be same. These are some of the terms we should know.